Hey everyone, it's Pastor Joel, and today's devotional is on Matthew 12, verses 33. It says, "Make a tree good, and its fruits will be good, or make a tree bad, and its fruits will be bad. For a tree is recognized by its fruit." What does the passage mean for us, and what is God trying to say here? The Pharisees are enduring another rebuke from Christ. They're being corrected because Jesus just healed a man who was demon possessed, who had satanic power. And these kind of interactions, this rebuke really was a surprise to many first century Jews. The Pharisees were thought to be the best example of what it means to follow Christ. They were seen to be good, righteous, faithful, but they were so legalistic in their belief that they measured their righteousness and their worth by keeping a list of rules and regulations. But in reality, their hearts were truly not surrendered to Christ. It's like a tree. Like they were, you could have good fruit on the outside, but if the tree's not really rooted and it's not being poured into, it's not getting water, it's not being attended to, then it could produce really bad fruit. In the same way with us in our walk with Christ. We can live outwardly a Christian behavior. We can show off that we're living a Christian life. But if our hearts are far from God and it's not producing fruit of righteousness, fruit of a surrendered life to God, fruit that the fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, all that stuff, then we got to reevaluate our walk with God, because God is rebuking and correcting the Pharisees and basically saying, the bad fruit that you're saying, because you think I'm from Satan, basically that's what the rebuke. They were saying, because you did this to the satanic man, that means you're from Satan and not from God. And they were blaspheming the Holy Spirit. And Jesus is saying a tree is known by its fruit, meaning to say the bad fruit of their words. When they condemned Jesus, betrayed the bad root growing in their heart. If they got their hearts right with God, their words about Jesus would also be right. And so my friends, I want to encourage you today, and I pray that we would evaluate our hearts. And are we becoming too legalistic like the Pharisees, that, we're only outwardly acting and behaving as a Christian, but truly our hearts is not producing the fruit that God calls us, or what really happens when we surrender our life to Christ. And so I pray that we would be a good tree that is rooted and planted in the gospel and rooted in the Holy Spirit, rooted in surrendering ourselves to God, so that as we do that, we allow the Spirit to transform our lives so that it produces good fruit that glorifies and honors Jesus. And so God bless. I hope that this was encouraging for you. Let's continue to ask God for forgiveness, and let's continue to evaluate. But at the same time, let's continue to pray that God would empower us with His Spirit to live a life that honors and pleases Him, not only in our outward appearance, but also within our hearts and our minds. God bless.